Hello, my name is Moises Herrera, and I'm currently a senior systems engineer at Comarch. Today, we are glad to bring you a glimpse of an innovative solution that our team has been developing for almost a year and that promises to be a game changer, not only to us, the technical guys, but also the business as a whole, involving many departments in one joint effort to thrive and achieve better results for less effort. This is the PowerCloud. I know, I know, we have been hearing the word cloud just as much as we lately hear the word smart, but I promise that in this presentation we will give you an actual meaning to both terms, aiming to make a change in the way you work today. To many of you who perhaps haven't heard anything about the company named Comarch, let me give you a quick introduction about us. We are a multinational Polish company founded in 1991. Our headquarters are located in Krakow, and we have a strong presence in around 57 countries around the world, and more than 6,000 employees. We as a whole tried and succeed to become an actual efficient option in many markets and businesses, like health, medicine, retail, banking, insurance, and many more. In fact, Comarch is also known as a software house, having developed our own ERP, which is well known around the globe. But yeah, I know we are here for the cloud. Sorry, I said it again. The cloud, power, smart? Can we mix those things? Can we get the best things in life in one place? Well, let me tell you, we managed to do it and I'm almost sure that you will like it. But before, we need to speak a little bit about compliance. At Comarch, compliance is taken as a serious matter. So here you can see that not only we're lined up with many ISO standards, but also we have our own standards and best practices, which are applied in all of our branches, but most importantly in all our data centers. PowerCloud is currently compliant with financial regulators like the European Banking Association and also the European Insurance and Occupational Pensions Authority. So in a few words, for every requirement from a regulator, we have a solution. In addition, in case of a specific company policy regarding any regulation and/or requirements, we are flexible enough to be able to work together. So everybody's happy. To give you an idea of Comarch and our growth so far, I'm proud to show you our latest data center map, with presence not only in Europe but also in North America. Pretty soon I hear that South America will be a dream come true, so stay tuned, guys. We are also present in Asia and Oceania. We are ready to start working with and for you. However, and regarding this particular subject, our PowerCloud product is only available in Dresden, Germany, and Lille in France, in Comarch's very own power system servers and infrastructure, which in combination with Comarch Cloud infrastructure located in Krakow, Dubai, and Melbourne, for your x86 servers, together we bring you the ultimate cloud pay-as-you-go solution. But more details further in this presentation, so guys, stick with me. Talking about our portfolio, I know that Comarch offers tons of different products and services, but we are here to talk about power and cloud. Yes, I said it again. But we have been offering power dedicated services for quite some time, where we shine on dedicated hosting, disaster recovery, and 24/7 managed services. This is pretty straightforward. You want to save money in electricity, cooling, and hardware? So you just need to take your power systems to the data center of your choice, and we will take the care of the rest. But if you don't have a power system, or perhaps you have a pretty old one, yes, we are here for you. because we can offer you many options where you don't need to actually own a physical server, so you'll still able to work from home, from office, from anywhere, and still make and save money. So, do you see where I'm going? Yes, again, the cloud. Currently in Dresden and Lille, we have a big farm of brand new power systems, waiting for you to remove the plastic and enjoy that new car smell. Or in this case, should I say new server smell? Well, in any case, PowerCloud product is flexible enough to provide different options depending on your needs, like public, private, or perhaps an hybrid cloud. If you remember some of the cloud paradigm, in a few words, is a number of servers and services which are available through the internet. But don't be afraid. If your business requires the highest possible security, it's not a problem. This is also possible, so there's nothing to be afraid. So, if you're still here, and I hope you are, perhaps your next question will be, yeah, I like it, Moises, but how can we take our servers, our databases, our information to the Power Cloud in a seamless fashion, improving our backup times, our availability numbers, and saving money, as you said before? Well, let me tell you, no problem. We have a team of experts, including me, with more than 20 years of experience in many industries where power systems are the main star. Along with PowerCloud, our assessment and consultancy services will always play by your side. For all of us who are used to work with IBM hardware, we know that maintenance is a recurrent cost. So you also need to choose whether you'll pay a 24/7 or 5 per 8 service. Also, if you have a trusted power server running in your facilities for the last, let's say, 10 years, IBM could withdraw the technical service for such hardware, and then you're obliged to make a decision to buy another power system, expanding your TCO, and afterwards. So another decision comes: what to do with this old server? This is where PowerCloud shines. You start paying only for what you are currently using, and you don't own an asset that can be depreciated. By choosing to put your business on the PowerCloud, you also forget about obsolescence, as you will always have the state-of-the-art infrastructure working for you. The same happens here in this scenario. Some companies would like to move out of IBM technology. We know that because, for example, software maintenance is too high. So imagine running your shop for 25 years with IBM. It all started with the trusty S400, as some people call it today. Then somebody suggests that moving to Oracle or SQL will be better and cheaper to maintain. But you know that IBM's database doesn't have any competition, right? But how can you defend your position if the licensing is too expensive? Again, the word cloud arises. As we build a cloud model, licensing matters are not an issue. You just pay for what you're using and how you use it. I don't want to start giving you numbers, but for sure, and by using this approach, we are at least 40% cheaper than the traditional working model. Another problem, and perhaps not that related to cloud itself, is that, let's be honest, outsourcing is not a new thing. Sometimes it's cheaper and better than having the responsibility in our own company. However, the problem here is to have multiple vendors to understand smoothly with your outsourcing services. I mean, they all want to do the best for you, but they also need to cooperate with each other, like neighbors, right? If you're familiar with this situation, we can give you a simple solution. At Comarch, we have certified engineers for every leg of your solution. including security, monitoring, networking, and systems engineers for a wide range of operating systems, including our trifold: Linux, AX, and IBM. Again, all the best things under the same roof. Of course, and we all have been in the same position where we want to try new functionalities like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and all those fancy terms that we want to try. But we don't want to break the shop, right? So with the PowerCloud, you just take a couple of clicks, you clone your environment, let's say the production environment, and with fresh data ready to go in about 3 minutes, you're able to try anything that you like with real data, and you will pay only for the time and resources that you used. So it's that simple. You can pay even with vouchers, but we will talk about that later on. Okay, I think here's what many people were waiting for, and to know more or less what's under the hood, our cloud-based power systems consist in three layers: software, operating system, and hardware. As you can see here, we use virtualization to make the most out of our hardware, which in exchange gives you the best value for your money. Virtualization has come a long road to what it is today, so we can agree that it's the best bet. So far, it looks pretty regular to most solutions in the market, but what differentiates us from the rest is the software layer, and here's where the best part is. Comarch laboratories have developed a web-based graphical interface from where you can control, create, and modify your business's servers from a couple of clicks away. The days where we as engineers spent the day stuck in a data center in front of a console and shaking with cold just to install a new server or perhaps upgrade the operating system version are in the past. Pretty far away. Also, those not so far away days where we needed to be hours in front of our laptop to install or configure a new helper are also over. Our in-house developed software layer, powered by Ansible, gives you the power and the speed to create a virtual machine in a matter of minutes. Say, you need a new database server for a new project at your bank, but the current helpers lack of storage and processing power. Well, you just log into the cloud management portal and using a wizard, pick the operating system version of your choice, the licensed product programs, and pay for what you will actually use. We are able to develop any automatic scenario that you need in this graphical interface, thanks to the playbooks provided and used by Ansible. Ansible provides future-like automation for power systems and has proven to be the future of cloud computing at an affordable cost. Our solution also includes, of course, storage, backup, network, and management from our data center. Through the graphical interface, or also known as management portal, you're in control of your infrastructure. It's like having a digital data center in your web browser. From here, you can ask for technical support for any of the higher technologies that you currently have, or maybe just ask a question to one of our experts. You can also check all your financial information. You can check how much have you spent in the last weeks or month regarding new virtual machines, memory, storage, etc. And of course, all the contractual information is also available for you. Now, going back to the technical stuff, PowerCloud provides you with some tools that makes a difference regarding our competition. It's in your control to decide what you need at the moment you create your virtual machines. If you must have business continuity in case of unexpected situations, you decide if you want to have a backup. Also, if you like to have your backups replicated to a DR site, and talking about DR, of course, you can decide to enable disaster recovery for your virtual machine. It's that fast. And talking about speed, I think I told before that you can create a virtual machine in a couple of minutes. I mean, ready to go and start working with an IP address, with user profiles, with everything you need in a couple of minutes. This is also thanks to Flash Copy, a storage feature which is included. Flash Copy combined with our software layer, powered by Ansible, makes a new virtual machine ready to go in 2 to 3 minutes, guaranteed. These configurations can change anytime and according to your needs using our configuration management tool. Just check the available playbooks that we have for you, choose one, and you're good to go. Now, if for example your business has a special need that is not present in our playbooks, we'll be more than happy to create a new one for you. So, in a few words, and to wrap up a little bit the point that I mentioned before, I would like to talk about our managed services for the cloud solution. Just as the services for the dedicated hosting, we are able to provide full support on any kind of operating system that runs on Power Systems, just as Linux, X, and IBM I, in any version that your business needs to run, as long as it's currently supported. Our more than 20 years of experience as systems engineers give us the advantage to think ahead and provide you with efficient performance tuning. Because it doesn't matter if you have all that power assigned to your VM, what it matters is to use it efficiently, right? And of course, our services go as well regarding OS upgrades and patch management. Basically, you leave all the work to us. In addition, our security team will be in charge of the 24/7 monitoring, not only to check that all is okay and color green, but also aware and vigilant to any security violation affecting even the small record in a database file. Yes, we can do that. Also, you will have monthly TSC reports, technical state of compliance, risk analysis, and vulnerability scans are created to constantly assess you about the health and security matters of your VMs. This is particularly good for banks and insurance companies, as auditors like to have tons of information to be sure that we are on the right track. And of course, business continuity is something that's worth mentioning twice. Our global operations center located in Krakow have a state-of-the-art bunker-like office, running 24/7, watching each and every process, server and communication line so nothing escapes from their eyes. We can be sure that all will be okay all the time, even during the night. Regarding backups, DR, and high availability, it's already mentioned here, so we're okay. PowerCloud comes in different flavors regarding our managed services. Again, our main goal is to provide you with the most flexible service possible. Here you can see three columns, so you can choose to only use our PowerCloud on-premise, meaning that you will be in full control of networking, storage, servers, etc., just as you see here in the first column. Now if you go to the second one, you can upgrade to Infrastructure as a Service. It will be the same as on-premise, but we will take care of networking, storage, servers, and virtualization. Something about make your life easier rings a bell for me. So, in this case, we'll work together to deliver one good result. But if you decide to go to the platform as a service, Comarch will also be able to manage the operating systems, middleware, and runtime. So you kick back, relax, and let us do the work for you. After all what I have told you, I think it's time for some quick numbers. So if you decide to use the PowerCloud, we can guarantee that you will have more than 20% lower infrastructure TCO than on-premise. But if you go for the Comarch managed services, you will end up saving around 30% on infrastructure TCO compared to the on-premise model. In comparison with other infrastructure as a service vendors, we are currently 40% less expensive. I believe that this is worth checking it out. After some comparison with some other vendors, we can conclude that Comarch can offer more than 20% lower infrastructure TCO than on-premise, but if you go to our managed services, you will save more than 40%. That's the conclusion. Why consider PowerCloud? Well, we know how to do it. Comarch's engineering know-how allows us to achieve higher functionality and lower TCO at the same time. The PowerCloud model gives you the native availability, and there's also no hidden costs. You'll see in the demonstration that everything that you do, everything that you put or remove, it's there for you to check how much you're going to pay. Everything is automated. We try to reduce the human interaction as much as possible. Of course, there is some tasks that we cannot remove the human interaction from it. Also, do have a full package from one provider. We will give you everything that you need. And there is always a flexible approach with us regarding the regulations, regarding the policies, and whatever you need, we can adapt to you. So, in a few words, why Comarch will be the best option for you? First, we give you the managed services. We can manage any operating system that you need or you have, any database. So basically, whatever you need, we can do. We offer you also the backup services, the security services, and monitoring. Remember I told you before about our bunker-like office, where our operators are checking every move, every event for every platform. So everything is secure and it will be okay. There is no hidden cost regarding data transfer, disk operations IO, or other. Everything that you do, add, or remove from your VMs is registered and it's shown to you in the management portal. So there is nothing hidden. And there is no vendor lock-in. The application code is easy to transfer if you decide to leave. If you need something new, we can always modify or adjust our tools to meet your requirements. And talking about tools, our tools are transparent, there is nothing hidden, so you can always check them out. Why we are a value-added supplier? So we offer nearshoring. As I told you before, we're flexible. We have a multilingual team. We speak English, Spanish, yo hablo español, German, Polish as well, and others. Infrastructure lifecycle management if you need, 24/7 support for IBM systems, cross-technical services. We also have a third-party vendor management if you need it. Optimization of the IT operation cost. Our goal is to make you save money again. So, in a few words, the PowerCloud will offer you a simplified IT landscape. You will reduce up to 50% of the IBM maintenance cost. And of course, outsourcing the power systems will be, I think, the best option in these times. So, if you guys are ready, I want to show you a quick demonstration of our product. It was recorded previously this week. So this is the management portal, and you just need to log in, and you will have all what you need to start working. So we're putting here user and password. You guys will have, depending on your role in your company, you will have a user profile and password. And here our friend Tomasz will show you, this is the first dashboard. You can see there is nothing there because there are no projects currently. This is just a test. There's no invoices, there is no tickets, it's empty. So let's start having some fun and add a new project to the presentation. We will collect project number 1. pretty nice. So we have to wait a little bit, and after the project is enabled, then we are able to start creating some virtual machines. As you can see here, there is no machines at all, so we will create a new one. As you see on the right side of the screen, there is the cost that so far you have to pay. If you have a voucher, it's like a gift card, you can pay with that. But more that later. So let's create VM1 operating system. For the moment, IBM I and X. IBM I, it's a choice, and we can choose 7.3, 7.1, and 7.4. We go for 7.4. We have by default one disk because license needs to be installed, license code in one disk. So we add an extra disk. So two disks for this VM, one dedicated processor or shard, depending on your needs. So we have 0.1 CPU, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and we have to pay about 3,579 zloty, which is almost like $1,000, I think. We take some time. So the VM is ready to go. So not even 1 minute. You see there even the IP address, the storage, and all the information regarding the resources. And now we will go to the console. Just wait a little bit. And voila. In less than 1 minute, we have an IBM I virtual machine booting up and almost ready to start working. Again, guys, you remember when we had to use PC-based consoles on IBM I or the TwinAxe consoles? It has never been that easy like now, like right now. So we have to wait a little bit until the boot ends. We are almost there. So we will log in with QSIG OFR, which is like the root user profile in IBM I. You guys know. So we have to put the default password, and here we have to change it. So it's like you're having a brand new, because you're having a brand new server for you. For the moment, we will not play with the command line. So here you can see that if you need, you can edit the resources on your LPAR or VM. You can add more memory, and the amount of money of pay that you need to pay will change. If you confirm, okay, that's what you pay. Again, nothing is hidden. And you can see that dynamically the resources are going to be added. You see the 8 gigabytes of memory dynamically added to your virtual machine. Is that easy? I think I have talked about this demo for 4 minutes, and in 4 minutes we have created one virtual machine ready to go. But if you decide to clone it because you have some new project or something that you need to test, okay, let's create a new one. So clone VM1. There you go. This one will have maybe more CPU or less CPU. The same amount of money that you have to pay. And the cloning process will start in the background. It will take maybe the same time or less. Oh, it's now active. You can see here all the resources which are being used. And here in the dashboard, you will see your project name. You'll see how many instances are using, storage, volumes, RAM, CPUs, all information in one place. Of course, you can have many projects. You can have your bank project, your insurance project, whatever you need to put. But for now, let's delete the clone because the test is complete. And as you can see here, the deleting is almost done. It's done. I think speed is the keyword for this demonstration. It's really fast. So now you can see that one from two instances are being used. The project is still enabled. So let's add another machine, not an IBM i one. Let's add the VM2, and this time will be AIX. For the moment we have 7.1 and 7.2. We will add 7.2. You see the amount of money that you have to pay. Nothing is hidden from you. I think the creation of this virtual machine will be faster. Yeah, there you go. So let's go to the dashboard of this virtual machine. We can see all the resources which are being used, IP address, storage, etc. And let's go to the console and maybe start playing with it. So, root's password. Ah, sorry, he made a mistake. Okay, now we're in. And you can start working from now. Again, it's that fast. If you need to, if you have an issue or maybe a question, you can open a ticket. Let's say technical support, email, this is a test, hello world, something like that. And you have a ticket, you can check the status, you can see the details. Everything will be registered, so if you need or you have an audit need, everything will be there for you. Here you can check all your details of your profile, your company, tax ID, whatever you need. Also your payment method, you can pay with credit cards. You can have a contract with vouchers as well. So again, nothing is hidden from you. You can check whatever you need in this interface anytime you want. And we are constantly improving it with your feedback. So that's where we currently are. I hope you like the demonstration of this graphical interface from the PowerCloud. And now we will go to the questions or the end of this presentation. I hope you like it. So, thank you for having me today in this session for you. My name is Moises Herrera, and I hope you have some time to complete the session evaluation. If you like the product or if you want to know more about it, you can check the link in this presentation or just Google up for us, and we would like to know from you. Again, thank you and have a good day.